welcome back. My name is Echo. Hope you're having a great day. In today's Minecraft video, we're back on Minecraft Java Edition for the first 1.19 Wild Update official snapshot. This is the Minecraft snapshot version 22W11A. And in case you don't know what this means, the 22 stands for the year because we're in the year 2022. The W stands for the week. The 11 stands for what week we're in. So we're currently in week 11 of 2022. And the A just stands for the first snapshot of its kind. Great news, the deep dark biome has officially been added to Minecraft. Now it has been improved, but also scaled back for now. And what I mean by that is, these skulk blocks, they're no longer in these small patches. Like, this stuff goes on for a very long time. However, in this test snapshot, there is no warden or active shriekers. They are still locked behind that test snapshot that we were given a couple of weeks ago. There is also no ancient cities, and they're also a work in progress. However, what I've said on live stream is I feel like the deep dark biome is the missing piece to the puzzle for the Caves and Cliffs update. A lot of people still think there should be some changes with this, which I agree, and the developers are messing around with fossils in this biome. So what you will notice is that this is decorated in skulk catalysts, the regular skulk sensors. You will see, obviously, the veins and all that good stuff, but let's find a shrieker. As you know, the regular skulk block is used to signal to the skulk shrieker to inform the warden that you're in its lair. Now, again, not currently active. Obviously, will be introduced in the future. They just don't think it's quite ready to be added in this snapshot. But yeah, let me know your opinions on the deep dark. Other than that, for the deep dark, there hasn't been too many changes. For anyone who's seen Stranger Things, this reminds me of the Upside Down, where it starts to take over the main world. I actually managed to find and discover a deep dark biome that is transforming a mineshaft, and combined together, it gives you that creepy ambience effect, and then you throw in the likes of the deep sleep, and it looks even better. So like I mentioned, this is definitely the missing piece of the puzzle for the Caves and Cliffs update, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this evolves in the future, because of course we still need to throw ancient cities in the mix, and like I mentioned, the developers are potentially going to be introducing fossils and maybe another mob hidden inside of here, but it looks pretty cool. For now though, the developers have confirmed that no mobs will spawn in the deep dark biome when we're currently in the deep dark biome, as you can see when we hit F3. After many weeks being exclusive to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, Java finally sees the introduction of frogs, and although I've showed you these on Bedrock, I think they're a little bit more polished on Java Edition. Oh, they can jump incredibly high, which by the way, I think it's 6 blocks tall they're able to jump, which is incredible, by the way. So we'll spawn a couple of these. Now, of course, the same as in Bedrock, there is 3 different variations depending on the biomes you are in. Frogs can jump, they can swim, they can walk on land, they can croak. Of course, they will still eat the likes of slimes and magma cubes, but you can see how high they truly jump. So I've actually not messed around with the swimming animation. I think they look pretty cool. Now, a frog will do its best to try and get out of water and onto land. But yeah, they can stay in water for long periods of time, and they're just so cute. What a great introduction to the game. In terms of when they croak, that typically happens when their mouth expands at the front. Come on, little fellow. So yeah, you'll notice when the front of the mouth moves is when the croaking sound actually happens. As you know, frogs have different colors and variations. There's 3 to be exact. The one I showed you there is known as the temperature frog, which can be found in biomes such as swamps. We do, however, also have the cold frog, which can be located in the cold and snowy and freezing biomes. And then you've also got the warm frog, which can be located in things like jungles, savannas, deserts, and things like that. So we came to a desert, and obviously the Badlands as well. This is a warm biome, so this is a different variation compared to this one. Check this out. So this biome right here is classed as just a regular river. Meanwhile, this one over here is classed as a desert. And this guy, he kind of looks sick. It's probably the only way I could describe it. It looks like a sick frog. Poor little guy. So, yeah, there's the 2 variations that we have. I got one more to show you. Let me know which one you prefer, by the way. And the last one we have here is known as the cold frog, which will stumble through the snow. Probably my favorite colored frog, to be honest with you. And the cool thing is you're able to take tadpoles from one location and bring them to another location, so you get those colored frogs. But yeah, frogs now active in Java Edition. Same rule applies on Java Edition as Bedrock. Frogs will eat slimes. Now, they won't eat these big guys. And they won't eat these ones either. They have to be the baby slime variation. And how this works is their tongue will just bring the slime towards them. And what will pop off will be a slime ball, which is what can be used to breed frogs. Since the fireflies are going to be poisonous, what will happen here is obviously they'll go into love mode. The frog will then enter the water. And then that's how you get tadpoles, which is frog spawn. As well as frogs enjoying slimes, they'll also eat magma cubes, the baby variations as well. Now, this will also produce something new, and this goes by the name of Froglight. Now, there's a couple of different variations of Froglight depending on the biome of the frog that has killed those magmas. This one being ochre can be directionally placed as well. So you can see if we attach it to that, it goes that way. Do it that way, you can see it that way. So it can be directionally placed. Now, again, Froglight comes in different colors depending on the frog that kills it. So this one being the warm one, or the temperature frog, should we call it, will produce the ochre. We have another one, which is the verdant Froglight, and another one, which is the pearlescent as well. Again, we went over these on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So feel free to go and check out those videos if you're interested in these. But another block that people can use for light designs. And there we have it. That frog has just laid these, which are known as frog spawn, which will eventually produce tadpoles. Tadpoles are the cutest thing ever in Minecraft. They're incredibly tiny and don't have a lot of health points, so be gentle with these creatures. Now, the only bad thing about this is that they will be hunted by axolotls. Turns out that axolotls don't like them, and they'll kill them. But don't worry, you can actually pick these up in a bucket. So you'll end up with a bucket of tadpole, which means you can take it from one location to another. And one more thing to remember is that you can actually use slimes on tadpoles to accelerate growth. However, the actual tadpole is not attracted to slime balls. So if you wanted to save the tadpoles from axolotls and turn them into frogs, again, use the slime balls. That's the way you're going to do it. Axolotls, they will not attack frogs. Let's move on to what is new in this snapshot and new to the game. I want to start off first with mud blocks. So mud is being introduced to the game in the form of a regular mud block. We have muddy mangrove roots, which I'll get into in a little bit because we do have mangrove wood now. We've also got packed mud, which can then form the brick variation, the stairs, the slabs, and of course the walls. So I want to talk a little bit about this to start off with. So this is just your regular wood, which I love the sound. I love the sounds of this. I think it's a great introduction to the game. Now, during the reveal trailer of these that we were given about 2 weeks ago, a lot of people were not happy with the color, but the developers have chosen to stick with this color. And here's what Jaffa has to say about that. He is the lead Mojang artist. So he was looking for some feedback regarding the textures and then followed it up with the mud will stay gray. I think if we ever add brown mud, it has a better place somewhere else. And those opportunities would be spoiled if the mangrove mud was brown. Furthermore, grey mud has good contrast with the wood and foliage, which makes it clear where the floor is. So I have to admit, I kind of do like the texture a lot, and there's a lot to go with mud. So how do you obtain it and how do you get it? Well, you're actually going to have to start off with just regular dirt. So place down some regular dirt here. And then what you're going to do is get yourself a bottle of water. And all you do is tap on the actual dirt, and it will transform it into this. Now, I know you guys are going to have a couple of questions about this. What happens if we get ourselves a crafting table and we put this down here, and then we put this in here with this? As you can see, it doesn't do anything there. But you guys were also like, what about a water bucket? Does a water bucket work as well? So, no. It has to be the bottled water, which I think is a great idea. If you have regular dirt, you try and place down some water, it's not going to do anything at all. So you're not going to have to worry about ruining anything and having to place down tons of water. It's just as simple as tapping it and converting it into mud. This is packed mud. Listen to the sounds. I really like it. It's an incredibly basic sound in Minecraft. Now, how do you obtain this? Because technically, this is the dry version of mud, right? Well, I got incredibly confused. I was like, so do we need to do this? No, that's not the answer. Do we need to do this? No, that's not the answer. And I think this is a great introduction because you need to use wheat. Wheat is the block or the item that you use with mud in order to get the packed variation. And I think that's a brilliant idea. Obviously, like back in the day, in the olden days, houses were built out of straw and mud. And I think this does a real good job of blending in the two items together. So I like that a lot. Now, once you have your packed mud, head over to a crafting table because these can be converted into the mud bricks. Check these out. These are stunning. I think these might well be one of my favorite blocks introduced to the game. And I think there's going to be some incredible builds with this block in swamps in general. Now, you can put these inside of the stone cutter to then make the slab variations, the stair variations, and of course, the walls, which I will show you. So, in case you guys were wondering, can you put the packed variation in the stone cutter? The answer is no. So, truly an incredible block with a very basic sound, but I think it works really well. I think the developers did a good job with these, and I really hope that they stick with these textures. So yeah, I want your opinions down below in the comment section. Of course, we have the wall variations as well, and of course, we have, what I've not showed you, the stairs as well. And I've just discovered something. I need to also inform you about the mud variations. So mud works very similar to soul sand, soul soil, right? You know, when it dips down a little bit, check this out. Let me put these down here. So keep an eye forward. You'll notice that I fall down very slightly here. There, see it there? Fall down very, very slightly. Now, the best way to show you here is if I grab myself a lava bucket. Let me put this here, right? If we go to game mode survival, as you guys know that if you're crouching and hovering over lava, you don't catch fire. Well, because the mud blocks are slightly lower, even if you're hovering over, you will catch fire. So that is something else to remember. You're not slowed down the way you are with soul sand or soul soil or anything like that. You can see here, there's no slowness effect when I'm on it. You just go down very slightly, like a slight dip. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. Great news. In this snapshot, we actually have the Mangrove Wood and craftable items. And I'm a huge fan of this. Now, if we just type in plank variation, you'll see here that the color palette is absolutely brilliant and it fits incredibly well. So the mangrove planks sit between the dark oak planks and the crimson planks. And I want to grab these all and show you the color palette and how well it looks. So here is your plank color palette. It works so well. So this is like a burgundy / reddish color. A lot of people have been incredibly happy with the outcome of this block because it did actually change since we gave feedback to Japper. Let's check out all the wood. So this is your Mangrove Wood. So I like the fact that this is a different color compared to the middle. And you only start to see the effects of the color when you start seeing the stripped variation. Then you've got the full block, which is the Mangrove Wood, which is obviously this, but all sides, including the top. I really like this color a lot. It works so well. I think people are going to do some amazing builds. And then you have the stripped variation, which is this, but again, the top is not that, basically. Then you've got the planks, and you have the stair variation, along with the slabs. We have the pressure plate, and even signs as well. So, a huge fan of these being introduced. I think Japper has definitely considered the feedback that the community has given to him. Like, this block looks like a camouflage block. Let's compare this to likes of oak here real quick. So yeah, again, I like the way the wood on these go up with the pixels, but this one goes side to side. I think last time people were saying that the previous colors and design he was using was too close to jungle. So this is a mangrove propagule, which the best way to explain this is it's a sapling. Now, currently as a placeholder, when you grow this, it grows a oak tree. That will change upon full release. Now, it says here that the mangrove propagules go through 4 stages of growth, which can be accelerated, of course, with bone meal. Now, these things being the mangrove trees are really unique because they don't work the same way as other saplings. And yes, you are also able to grow these in water as well. So that is going to be a very interesting thing when it's introduced to the game. Check that out. Like, look how stunning that is. I think being able to grow trees in water is going to be amazing. So obviously take this tree, but think of it as a mangrove. Then we have the mangrove roots, right? So obviously you're going to have to throw in there that these things are also going to be located at the bottom as well. So you have these down here. And then we also have the muddy variation as well. So that's what I was talking about earlier on. If you grab yourself some mud blocks, which is this, and a crafting table, you can actually combine these together. So this will go inside of here and the outcome would be the muddy variation. So again, so many factors to consider with this. And I think it's going to open some really cool building designs. So yeah, we have the mangrove roots, which are literally fully transparent, by the way. And they sound really cool. They sound really stiff. You can definitely hear the sounds there. So yeah, enjoy that. So I decided to take apart the oak tree that it produces currently and replace it with the mangrove leaves. And what I also want to do here is grab the mangrove wood just to get a little bit of a feel of what this would actually look like. So let's place this down here. So this is what you would see being your mangrove tree, this being the mangrove leaves. We also have the mangrove fences, and we have the fences with the fence gate. We have a new door introduced, which is obviously the same on either side right there. But we also have the trapdoors, and I love the little peepholes here. It's like, hey, is anybody in? So I really like that. I wish that was basically this, being honest. It's just really cool. It's just a nice factor to have in your house. And then we have the boats as well, which is like a reddish boat. So mangrove, 10 out of 10. Now, there has been an audio change as well, which can be located in options, music and sound, and it's to do with this. You've got this one, directional audio on or off. So developers have said that they've added sound option for 3D directional audio simulation. This option is best experienced with headphones as well. So you can turn this on. I didn't notice too much of a difference when I had it activated. So I'll probably just keep it to default. There's also a bunch of technical things available inside of this snapshot. So if you're interested in the technical side, I'll leave a link down below. This stuff is way over my head. So yeah, just wanted to keep you all updated with what is available. Excited to see where the wild update takes us. There's a lot more to be introduced to the game, but leave your opinions down below. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll catch you next time.